current events. Currently on my event calendar, I have this wonderful set of one. Oh, jeez, it's falling. It's heavy. It's wonderful. Not Carmen Electra. Electra bracelet. It's a wonderful addition to anyone's weapon thing, because whip it. See? That's what happens. See? Well, the signal almost cut out. Amazing. Amazing, guys. So much power. And one little tennis bracelet. $25,000. $25,000 going once, going twice, and no one's talking back to me. Oh my gosh. I've noticed that a lot of times people try to surround themselves with things of value, and it's like the same way with sponsorships sometimes is where when you think you have like everything in the bag and they pull out their sponsorships at the last minute and they're like, but why? Why? Because everything you're saying is a ransom note. Religion, everything. That's the reason why a lot of people don't realize that, like, you have to let things sit for a little while. Because, like, not only do people get, like, inspired by things, words just don't come out of your mouth, okay? They come from somewhere. So they're usually suggested by people that are around to make people look stupid. Or to make people look like they don't know better, sometimes. But most of the time, what you should be doing with your time is either building a character that you think that is really cool, or building something that you think is meaningful, you know? That's what you should do on the internet. Don't worry about those memes. Worry about PewDiePie and all this. He made that gamer tag because of Marzipai. She's the one who came up with it first. PewDiePie just thought of it. I know this because I know them personally. I don't know them. Shit. There are a lot of different things in my life that I appreciate to having a sense of humor over, because there's those people that just never, like, they never do anything you tell them to, and those are the people that usually get in the window. Are you serious? He wasn't even in the window. What a... Oh, so douchey. Most of the time, I think that I make dad jokes and also conspiracy theory mixed in. So it's like entertaining for dads. That's probably my basic audience is dads because I want to learn how to be a dad. I want to learn how to be a dad, and I want to do fun things with people. I want to learn how to make lumberjacks. It's a new breakfast cereal. Only for a limited time. It's actually to promote a comic book that I want to write. It's about the life of a lumberjack. Yeah. I want it to be like just a trailer or maybe a B-rate movie. So that's what I like sometimes. Just a trailer is probably like the best thing ever. And I didn't want to get Quentin Tarantino to do it. Because he likes 13-year-olds. Did no one ever tell anyone that? Oh, he's a director, but he likes, yeah. He's just make him real confident. I always look out for the dudes who shave way too often. Like, way too often. If they shave way too often and they're shaving constantly, okay, they're usually hiding something. They're hiding something, and they're hiding the smell of that juice. I really don't trust people who shave a lot. Just like, I do not. It's like, I'm gonna go in public. I need to shave. Why? Because there's women and... What are you gonna say, girls? Are you gonna say girls? There's what? There's diseases that get on your hairs? No. See, your hair is kind of like a dog's hair sometimes. And the fact that it kind of, when you're like able to like absorb something through your skin, like maybe a carcinogen or something like that, you might get marks or bumps sometimes, but it's not witchcraft. It's technically your body evolving. That's the point, is you shouldn't do it a lot. You know, that's the reason why I stay inside, is because I have a sensitivity to light. I do. It's on my arms. I tan them too much, and they're all molded up. You know, that stuff. Good times. But most of the time when I'm thinking about oh man, just good times in Navy. Been causing myself too much stress, probably. Been dwelling on all this stuff and It's probably not good for my charisma, you know? It's not good for my... You know? Because I'm not playing a video game right now. I am playing a video game right now, but in my own state, I'm not playing the video game. Like, I'm not... You know? Not like, seeing through to another destination. Foresight. It's foresight. Gosh. Forgot it. I have good foresight. Like, not foresight, but, Premonition, the movie. I have good, I'm good at, inside. I'm good at observing trends in markets most of the time, but I think that GameStop should get not only a new thing, but they should deal in old systems too. Or they could get their competitors to come over and do it for them, and then run them out of business. From Japan. Eventually they're going to have to deal with those systems. They're going to have to hire better people. Not to say that those people don't deserve jobs, but they should probably go on to do better and bigger things. Because they're in college. And they should hire new people that are more experienced in the game trade. Not people who recommend games like, what's the word? Oh, that's what it was. Oh, did James Gunn do Ben 10? That's what it was. That's what they got angry about. Because people kept making porn of their videos and kept hacking into their databases and getting their character frames. Did he make that readily available? Did he make that readily available? I mean, I don't think so, but I kind of know some people, and they might know. So, there's always that, you know? Just always people who should try to not look at child pornography. And realize there are people watching them. And the moment that someone reports it is the moment that everyone gets caught. So there's that. Oh, man. Child porn. I've seen way more fucked up stuff than that. I've seen an inverted uterus, basically. And it's like a woman that got a bigger guy, and she wound up like having an inverted vagina, and it was not pretty. She was pretty. She was really hot, but once again, she was not ready for it. And there are a lot of times where you gotta just say no, you know? Say no. Say absolutely no. That was on Rotten.com when I was 15. Wow, guys. I'm realizing that I'm kind of messed up, and then when I went backwards, I was just like, wow, I've seen a lot of stuff that just is disturbing. I've seen a dude. No. I've seen a lot of different mass shootings, and at a lot of different grave sites too. A lot of that. But that's the point, I think, is if you cut like all of the messed up stuff out of your life, I guess, and not realize that sometimes it's still going on, you know? there are a lot of different things that people kind of try to not look at. But I think that a lot of times, in order to keep someone's, I guess, what people would call innocence, I guess, is to just have a healthy mindset about it. I had a healthy mindset about it, and that's the reason why I had a pretty healthy mindset about it, and I wouldn't look at it for a while because I was just like, wow, that's really disgusting and extremely messed up. I mean, she's beautiful. She really is. The woman with the that got inverted, and she really is. She's really, really beautiful, but it's just like you can't seem to want to tell people about that stuff. You just want to like you want to tell them to be educated about it. I mean, you want to be educated about it because it can really change your perspective on the way that people treat themselves and treat each other. And that's why I think that the only reason why I think people would say that racist jokes are funny, and to people that have been downtrodden, that's kind of like not the first thing to say, you know. You know, it's just like you wanna keep things kind of like moving along, because eventually people will start to calm down and realize it was the trauma in their head that was making them feel those things, and they'll start to joke and start to laugh, and they'll start to look past all the burdens and all the bullshit, and realize that it wasn't just their form of government. It wasn't just their form of government that was making them that way. It was actual trauma, like actual fucked up trauma that they don't understand or don't agree with, or and they think it's like demons and shit, and they're just like, no, it's pretty much your heart racing because of stress and a varicose vein on its way, you know. Usually, that's what that means, but a lot of people don't realize that. They don't realize when they get varicose veins how stressful their life must have been in order to keep up with all the demand and all the high temperatures and all the craziness. Because people are like, oh, if I keep cool, then I won't get varicose veins. Just like, no, it's not true. If you cause yourself stress or over exertion of force, and I'm drinking Mountain Dew right now, but I'm kind of tired still. But I noticed that a lot of times. I'm gonna die probably, but it'll be fun. I think that most of the time people don't understand the reason for their lives to go so wrong. They don't understand that it's not happening for a reason, you know? There's no reason to explain it. It's just people that are fucked up doing things to people who aren't fucked up because they believe that they should feel something or they should see something. It's the same reason an artist makes a painting sometimes, but understandably so. It's not the same outcome. It's not the same intent. It's the same reason, but not the same intent. And the way that somebody spreads something on a canvas and calls it art is the same reason why somebody would do something that's stupid because they're not as creative. It can be used in different ways because, and not in some ways because, I don't know, let me get this bandage and there's a car right there and I want to get to it, but I'm probably going to die first. And the more you appropriate someone's religion or race or creed, the more people you'll see kind of stand up because of the agreements that they came to beforehand, that if something goes wrong or that something goes wrong at all, then they should be appointed to a signal of status. And that's basic human rights, but People should understand that they should listen to the law if they want to adhere to it. Because there are so many things that can go wrong. Son of a bitch! I can't believe that actually does that. That's cool. It's so tight. There are a lot of people out there that that believe in something, and trying to be as little generalistic or as vague as possible to account for people's wants. But it's like, I'm gonna die. I'm dying. There we go. All right. Oh man. Oh, jeez. And the reason why I don't shave is because I can't afford razors right now. So don't be such a schmo on me, because I'm just pretty much broke. Oh man. Holy shit, a floating bottle. So, most of the time people don't understand that they're usually being watched, like on CCTV cameras and stuff like that, where they go, how they get there, where they go, you know, pretty much just logistics. And they don't understand that like most of the crimes in New Orleans and a lot of different cities where they have cameras set up, they're all pretty much solved. They're just waiting to take in the douchebag that tried to do it. But not to say that they're all pretty much solved. I mean, like, hey, you know, all that stuff. But hey, most of the time, I think people don't realize that they're not solved. Most of the time people don't understand where things happen. It's just they have an idea, you know? They have a really good idea. So, realize that there are, like, sometimes when you get something through your head that you think is good, and you think smiling at people is good, or you think talking to people is good, just get another thought. Think second. Think again. That's what Michael Jackson said. Before you get a thought in your head and you want to run with it, you want to be like, I'm going to see where this goes. And then you might and wind up in the front of a car, and yeah, just think about it. Just think about it, all of it. But if you want to fight the car, then you have to be on Street Fighter. If you want to fight the car. It's beautiful sometimes when you see two hearts in matrimony, and you don't want to say the words, but you do want to say words. And you wish that somehow people would just be there for you, but you know they can't sometimes because they're held up at their book club, and their book club. They have book club. All right, there's a book club, and there should be more book clubs. There should be more book clubs because people don't understand the power of reading. Reading and is good for it's good to send off vibrations in the air, read aloud, say it from the mountaintops. I love reading. I love reading. Reading is good, and the more reading you do, the better at reading you get. And more than reading is better at good too. I'm trying to be not so serious because the last time I was on this makes me happier. So, believing in yourself is good times. Believe do, and good you. You live you. I love. There's a. Oh, you son of a beastie nugget. Error. Oh, man. I just wish that there was more time in the day to pick up more things and just live. I'm not going to show anyone that. No, it's not a Bible. It's a picture of my colonoscopy, and I keep it in a drawer because every time I think about stupid shit, about changing myself emotionally, I always look at my asshole. It is very shitty. Oh. Oh, man. Oh. It's wonderful times, man. Just beautiful days. Wondrous, splendiferousness. Good times, everybody. Good times. Does nobody know, like, the legend of Santa Claus? It's actually a pretty good story. It's actually a really good story, and it's the reason why I wear this all the time, and the reason why he wore red. Because a lot of times, he would take out abusers. Before they had a justice system, before there was a proper way to actually deal with those kinds of people, he literally took out a lot of abusers, of children and orphans. He was a badass. And he's way more badass than Vladimir Putin, or whatever he wants to call himself. I don't give a shit what his first name is. You didn't put people on poles, don't fucking talk like that. I'm not a fucking vampire. It's an idiot. And I can talk a big game on computers. But if he ever challenges me, drawing a line in the sand now. That's right. But yeah, if you don't know the story of Santa Claus, he basically stopped abusers from literally abusing millions of children. There were people who were like basically carpetbaggers, but they were abuser carpetbaggers, in early Russia, and what they would do is they would literally do whatever the fuck they wanted to the kids, and then they would like sell them on the street. And then they'd think like they still had kids, and they would get help from whatever government was helping. They did that. They tried to do it in America, but that shit did not last long because there are a lot of people who are very, very badass that can do very, very many bad things to those kinds of people. I've always wondered why people shave a lot. Like, why would you shave a lot? Why would you shave and look good? I don't know, man. It's just, I don't get it. Because you want to turn heads, man. It's like, what, you got a bunch of 9-year-olds you want to impress? Oh, that's, as much as I love impressing 9-year-olds, I like not impressing them, because giving them false expectations about their world and the things in it. I don't want to impress them. I don't want them to feel amazed or make them feel better in any way, because I'm not a fucking manipulator. I don't want them to feel better about themselves. They're small. They're weak. They need to get stronger. I don't want them to feel better. I want them to feel happy. I mean, they're happy, but they don't even know what they're laughing at. Most of the time, they're just laughing at the colors on the screen. They're just laughing at the colors. They're just laughing at all the colors. They don't see anything. They're not truly innocent. They don't speak to spirits. If they were touched by an angel, I killed that angel. Or someone more badass than me did. I didn't. No, I never do that. I would never, ever do that. And no kids should know that because you can easily go off the tracks. Easily. This thing could derail. The train wouldn't come. Jeez, guys, you don't know about the train? It's coming. The train's coming. Train's coming. Woo, train. Train's coming. Down the train. With the train. Train's coming. Do you know about the train? It's a metaphor because I loved Back to the Future Part 2. Or yeah, was it Part 2? It was Part 2. They're coming out with Part 3, I think. I think so, at least. And it's not going to be them and the same thing because that was their last. Jimmy Kimmel, that was their last thing. They're not doing that anymore. They're probably not going to do it, but. But hey, if they do, then make sure you include if they do if they do accomplish to make a Part 3, do Marty McFly and being like a tech on the thing, and then Doc, basically, because that's all that Marty calls him, so that's all that I remember. Doc could be in a wheelchair. Just sitting around in a wheelchair, staring at the wall. And then Marty comes out of nowhere. And starts handing him his medication. Alright? Jeez. What do you think I was about to do? God dang it. People have such dirty minds. Dirty minds. All you. Dirty minds. With your thoughts. All you people watching. No one's watching. That's the reason why I make these stupid jokes. So, most of the time what I think about, what I believe is, I am schizoaffective. I need help. And I'm truly, I'm a truly person. I'm a truly true person. Truly true. All the way to my person. I am true. And also, he took a badass guy. He took him out. Oh man. He took out all those abusers. And now the kids in Russia are free. And all they have to do is make a DA's office so they can point at the grave and be like, that guy did this. That's terrible. Oh my gosh. And they can all drink vodka. And get hella drunk and not worry about a goddamn thing because who knows, you know? There's peace. There might be peace yet. Peacefulness. Peaceful. Like a man. gosh. Oh man. There's a day in everyone's life where they just take everything in and they don't look at the price tags on everything. They just try to take everything in. Like they try to take it's like as much product as possible, just as much. Try to take in as much product. It's like that's the reason why you should sit and wait sometimes. Whenever you're thinking about buying something, just sit and wait. But next to the thing you're buying and then look at it. Look at it really. Look at it. Are you attracted to the color of something? Are you attracted to the impulse buy? You know, like, are you attracted to the fact that it looks like it's something that you want? Because sometimes it's not. It can look like something you want, you know? But is it really the thing that you want? I'm talking about cars. Do you want ionic propulsion? Because I got the science down. I know it like the back of my hand. I knew I'd do that. I knew I would do that. Does anybody want ionic propulsion? Anyone want to do ionic propulsion? Oh, DeLorean? Yes, DeLorean wants to do ionic propulsion as soon as it gets up the way it's supposed to be and doesn't mess up. Because they're being stupid. Compensator more than I need that. And the more you look at yourself in the mirror, the more you see impurities and imperfections and stuff, the more I realize how not really attractive I am, and the more that I realize the amount of things I should banky, got it. I got him in the head the first shot. That was really cool. And the more you realize that that what you're trying to do is better than what you are doing. Like, I'm trying to make an art thing. I'm trying to make an art business. A business that ships art pretty much anywhere. If anybody takers, I need to stop cursing. I freaking love art. I love it. I love all of it. I love cosplay, I love art, I love installation art, I love freaking cave art, I love freaking a whole bunch of different kinds of art. I love Vincent Van Gogh, I love Monet, what else? Picasso, what else? I love, Jackson Pollock paintings are so expressive and so amazing sometimes. But only because I think that they say something about the human condition, because it's like the emotion that is within the artist's paintbrush, and the fact that he portrays his own mind as an abstract form, and then on paper it sounds and looks like it's like it has a sound to it, you know? Like you hear the painting sometimes. It's like I don't want to say that I've been like the best behaved on what is it on painting excursions. Not painting excursions, but I've seen the gold leaf, the Chinese gold leaf. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. It was so beautiful. It was so amazing, and it was something that I'm never gonna forget. The entire room was filled with gold leaf doves and it was amazing. And I saw this imperial freaking statue that was like one of the tightest ever. It was so cool. I mean, obviously it was made in a totalitarianistic government sometimes, but the artists that made those things were so amazing. And most of the time, they were usually unaffiliated with the actual government. They were mostly at Buddhist temples. So that's the reason why I like different stuff like that and learning about different cultures. And the more that I get serious about something, the more that I feel comfortable. And I feel better at talking, I guess. I feel like most of the time oh, there he is. No, it's a bike. I'm going the wrong way. I think that a lot of times, Salvador Dali. Oh my goodness, Salvador Dali is so cool. There have been so many different kinds or times that I've wanted clocks to actually do that. Oh man, oh, so many like amazing people that have inspired me over the course of my entire childhood and my life. That I've just like pieced together this like kind of makeshift want to. Okay, I got a 3-10 scope on all of them. There he is. He's on the road. Got him. That's a flare? Cool! That's awesome. Flare guns? Don't need that. Don't need that stuff. Got it. Okay, alright. But so many artists have actually inspired me, and so many artists in so many ways have made me feel like a better person, and it to make me think my thoughts aren't wrong, and like just the art that they've made, basically. And so many times I thought that I was different, and I knew that I was different, but I didn't know how different, and I would always like question my beliefs, my sexuality, a lot of different times when I was younger. I just thought that somehow I was different, and I had to answer it, and it was a question. That was basically I was telling myself, I was asking myself, and I had to answer it because it was like the first thing that I wanted to answer. But then I realized that a lot of times you take it slow and you realize what you want, and I really, really, really like vagina. It's terrible. Like, so much. It's so great. Women are so amazing, and the only reason why I think I'd still use the surnames Mr. and Miss, or Sir and Ma'am, or any of those reasons, is because it's not old world thinking. It's not old world ways. It's old world respect. It's like that movie where on there was a Charlton Heston movie, I think, and damn it, I think it was a Charlton Heston movie, and they had a woman who was like putting away the flowers on the water to signify the resurrection of something, or the Hawaiian belief system. She said she didn't believe in it, but she wanted to respect the people who do believe in it, who do like those things. And I don't like to joke about religion too much, a lot, or often, because I have so much hate sometimes that I bottle up, because I'm frustrated with a situation and I don't know how to get out of it, or I'm situated in a ball of stress, and I kind of just want to crack my neck and freaking like do this stuff and all that and everything, and just get out the whole mess, you know. But I know that only works for so long, you know. It only works for enough time when I have to actually realize how cramped my mind is, and how much I put in there, how many thoughts actually rush through my mind on a daily basis, or my frontal lobe. I run it like to the core. I run it like all day long. Like, I'm constantly thinking. Like, it's not rushing thoughts anymore. It's more like pictures that are saying words. And I've really realized that that a lot of times there are some really great choices sometimes. Of where I want to take my life. It's like, do I deal with contract work? Do I want to be a Fortune 500 guru? Do I want to be something that makes me on the top tier of living, but also I'm gonna still wear this shirt. I'm still gonna wear the shirt, and I'm still gonna not shave for like days. And sometimes I might not wash my hair. I might not smell amazing. But, you know, I think it's actually time to start thinking a little bit more seriously about my future. And a lot of times I think that there are a lot of people that really want to support that, but I don't want them to support it. You know, I want them to tag along every once in a while. You know, I don't want a lot of fans. I don't want a whole bunch of fans that are just going to look over my videos maybe once or twice. I want people that are going to look inside the video and try to analyze it, and those are true friends. They're called doctors. To do something truly amazing and keep yourself is just, it's amazing. And there's so many things out there that there's so many things out there that I want to explore, but then I realize that the dangers and stuff like that, and I realize that I'm not ready yet, and that I move too fast. You know, like, Like most of the time, I really realized that like experience is way more valuable over getting somewhere faster. And really realizing that sometimes you have a problem with uh, with how things get there. You know, sometimes people have a problem with how things happen instead of why things happen. And mostly because they're out for themselves, mostly. But not always, because there are a lot of different things that people don't know about computers. And there are a lot of times where, okay, so imagine this. Imagine an airplane, okay, crashes. 737 crashes. And they don't know why it crashed. So they don't know why it crashed. It's kind of thinking that they might have accidentally made AI. And in statistics that an AI goes through, if the plane is set on switch, it gathers data about temperature and a whole bunch of different things like that. If you were to wipe a memory card on that data, that whole data and stuff like that, or not a memory card, on your phone doesn't remember doing any of that stuff. Okay, so it's like kind of like a phone a little bit, but on the black boxes, they need to probably change them out every once in a while, or I think they're probably not keeping things up to code as far as computers go, because they're not worried about whether or not it's going to be freaking, oh shit, there he is. That was douchey. He is cheating like his ass off. So the way he glitched, that was crazy. This is gonna be fun. Anyways, so there are a lot of times where people don't realize the restraints or the constraints of an AI. It's usually a system built around coding and by the way, a lot of times people don't realize this, that metal itself is technically alive, okay? It's technically alive. So you have to take all that into account when building a plane with wires and a bunch of different things in it. Because, not to say that any life tries to jump into it, or it's spiritual in nature and you wouldn't understand. No, it's an AI system brain. Okay, the black box, or the orange black box, is a system. Okay, a system that needs to be changed out. And a lot of times, probably in other countries, they don't have that kind of system. They don't have a kind of system that they were going for. But I think what that would eventually change that is a system that reads information from a hub, and also changing out changing out and wiping the black boxes and copying them to a database. Yeah, and not in that order. Copying and then wiping. Yeah, that's basically the reason why. Because I understand electronics a lot, and I understand the kind of vibration it sets off, and the vibration could, as far as coding goes, if there are any wires exposed or any kind of things like that as well, then the plane could take it as a ignition switch, and a spark happens, planes go down. That's another possibility. But there is something happening, and I think they need to acknowledge that fact before, or actually after they acknowledge the fact of certain fires and certain things, exposed wires, and a lot of different stuff. And if that's not the case, then the plane itself is taking into account statistics, which means it's an AI. Okay, like they created an AI, so that's going to probably be around in the next 10 years, maybe, if not already, because of the downed 737s that some people didn't think that could crash like that. So yeah, there's it right there. In about 10 years, they're gonna have a problem with AI because of the system that they made. And this is the reason why a lot of planes in the military have older planes and they drive older planes because they don't have internal AI systems a lot. They don't have internal thinking systems that constantly check or monitor temperature. They have internal temperature on the machine, but they don't have it inside the plane. On their machines, on their dials and stuff like that. But no, mostly hydraulic. So that's the reason why. A lot of times, my dad says that the way to fix it, and I talked to him earlier, not today, but earlier. He told me switching back to different AI systems would do something, and I think that a lot of times those problems are going to be prevalent in those planes as well, not because of AI systems, but because of air pressure, temperature. Son of a bitch! I just touched my shoulder and tried to shoot at the same time. Then I pulled my pants up. My butt is so. So, most of the time, there are ways to diffuse situations like that too. What's the word? Saying that there's a plane going wrong or some sort of bullshit, but also it could be a a plan of Europe or the Middle East is trying to cause as much stupid shit as possible, or at least covert ops trying to get rid of American culture and stuff like that. And I don't think that they want to do that. I don't think they should do that because we've been prevalent in Africa and a whole bunch of different places for a very long time, and they think that we are all shitheads. And I am not a shithead. I have a brain. I do not try to use people's knowledge that is not mine. I am not a zombie, North Korea. I do not eat people. I don't. I just am an animal in bed. Not am, but I try to emulate an animal in bed because it's fun. I don't think people should call gay dudes who are big guys bears, because it's very, very derogatory to the bears, and I'm sure the bears want to have sex with women, not women bears, not women, women bears, girl bears, big women bears, big female bears. Trying to make it better. So, I mean, I think that a lot of people just appropriate certain slang terms and think that it's funny to make fun of something, but then they don't get it when they get attacked by a bear. They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't know it. They don't know why. They were just walking through the forest one day, and a bear came out of nowhere. Bear came out of nowhere and just started. Got him. I really do like this gun. It's really cool. It's Uzi. I mean, not like in real life. I think it's like mundane and stupid. I like explosives in real life. No. I do not stockpile weapons. I am not an idiot. Because all that does is make the government watch you. Shit. Son of a bitch! He found me. That's all it does. They're gonna be like, yeah, if there's ever a zombie apocalypse. Which there could be. I mean, there might be. There's also a possibility that our levies might give out in New Orleans. There's a possibility of that, but I don't know, and I really don't think so, because I think they built it to be kind of like a lot of things proof. So but hey, you know, just feeling the heat, storing away the time. I still don't get that song. I don't get it. Really don't. But hey, you know, it's still for sale. The Electra, it's the exact one. It's just in its dormant form. Just, I know it looks different, but it's the same. It completely looks different, but it is the same. That's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. The truth of it is the matter. The matter truth. And then, I mean, amazing, right? There are real possibilities about. I want to wish the Queen a happy birthday. I would love to wish the Queen a happy birthday, and I don't want to play any pranks on her. I never wanted to play pranks on her, or blame her for anything that she didn't do. It's kind of like how people kind of like view us in America, is we're all gun-toting wizards. And we're just extremely violent. We're totally out of control, and there's no societal law actual here. It's all just like and only when we have kids do we realize our mistakes, and when we have them at 10. Yeah, 10. Oh, goodness. I feel like I deserve more. I feel like I deserve a lot. I did a lot. I did so much. I did amazing things. I'm amazing. I'm the most amazing. I'm amazing. And I deserve a lot. So, if you want to, like, let us, like, borrow, like, some stuff or something like that. If we, like, museums and stuff. People see it. It's, like, great and stuff. And it's, like, has to do with culture. It's great, right? I mean, they already do that, but they don't do it because I said it. But now they are. So that's good. The more you believe in yourself, the more you can accomplish great things. Always remember, with great power comes great responsibility. They're drugging the water, and that's why I feel like this. That's what's happening. They're doing it. They're drugging it, and I'm feeling it. I'm like, whoa, guys. I drank a lot of alcohol. I feel it right now. I feel it. It's like, oh gosh. Jeez, man. Just so much stuff, you know? Just believe in America. Not Queen Elizabeth. She's a person. It's just, America isn't ideal, you know? People don't see the food. They always hide the food around. You're like hiding food and stuff like that. I'm putting the food in the cupboard because they're trying to steal it. The people from the, all right. From the FDA. They try to steal it all the time. All the time. They try to say there's carbon dioxide. I don't know. Something like that. They try to say that there's acid rain and stuff. It's just pink clouds, man. It's just pink clouds. They're glittering. They're beautiful. So, when you think about it, when you think about, what do you think about the Daily Bugle? It's a fake newspaper. Ah! It's fake. It's all fake. I mean, it's a beautiful world mindset. It's beautiful. It really is. I really think so. I think that everyone made the Ideaverse better. And I think that their ideas are protected now, and they can copyright it anytime they want to. And when they privatize it, they'll realize that it's nothing, and they're in, it's the natural electricity that flows through the universe. So I think so, that everyone has built this new age of man, and they're like Thanos, and he's like Greek god, you know, like that. And then all those people are like Greek gods and stuff. That's cool and all. I mean, that's really cool. I think it's cool, but I don't take it seriously. Like, I don't like think that it's like, because it's never based on science. It's never based on science, ever. Like, it's never based on science. It's like, but if you take into account the fact that, what? You just gotta. It's never based on science. It's never based on science. Every time science rolls through, it's like, how did you lift that even though it's got the same mass and it's just a different size? I don't know, maybe they're stupid and they don't realize that you can't do that because it's a huge building on Ant-Man and Wasp. That's just dumb. Oh, it's on this keychain, it's a tank. Oh shit, that's tight. Kind of. Not really, because if you take into account the fact that you're holding a tank on your keychain, then your keychain is going to be really, really heavy. Everybody's like, science, and I was like, that's not science. That's something entirely different. If you want to talk about something entirely different, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing. So I'm really tired, I think. And I don't know why. I'm really tired and I don't know why. I'm really tired and I don't know why. You ever heard of 0 point energy? I mean, it's a common practice where, like, okay, like it's not really tethered to the thing, but like it is tethered to the thing. Oh man. Oh, it's like it's suspended in space, but technically it's like it comes from a serious 0 point. Like it's like 0 point means it's like a zero, like a circle or like a sphere, and a sphere of energy encompassing something, and you know, like basically coolness, right? So cool. I knew it. But now I'm really tired, so I'm just gonna, like, every day. Closer and closer. Yes, to teach me manners. Everyone needs more manners. Manners? Manners. That's right, because if they didn't have manners, then they wouldn't have manners. Because you will speak to me in a certain tone. Old people are stupid. I will eventually get old, and then I'll be stupid, and then I can go steal things. I'll go steal things, and it'll be fun, and everybody will have good times. And then I'll steal for the poor and give to the poor. Steal for the poor and give to the poor. Yeah. Or I'll just make knockoff brands so people can afford things. I don't know. Who knows? Just do it. I mean, like. Alright. Okay. So there's like this thing. And the more you do things and stuff, the more you're like, hey, you know, would you like some toast with your coffee? And they're like, no, I don't want toast. I want coffee. And then you're like, hey, do you know how many pieces of toast are in that coffee? Just funny jokes, just fun times. Fun times for everyone. I love toast. I really wish that I had more money. Not wish, but hope. For the future. Kung Fury. Yay! lies a day that is more like the day that you've seen before. It's day of days, and it's also trippy in here. It sounds like footsteps. This bomb's going off everywhere. Doobie-doo. There he is. See? He tried to get me back. Once again, I'm going to sell this for $25,000. $25,000. $25,000 is amazing. $25,000. Beautiful, right? It's amazing. I'm just gonna keep on moving it like this, and then just gonna keep on staring at the middle of it. Yeah! Woo! Everybody wins. They all win. They all win something. John, tell them what's under that chair. It's the thing from Electra. It's the girls. She's got it's a wrist thing. Watch out for it. $25,000. Everyone pay at the door. $25,000. Every individual $25,000 each. Don't try to come up with a bargain deal. It is worth that much. $25,000. Trying to get sponsorships here. I'm gonna go with Mr. Pibb, extra spicy. That's my sponsor. Oh man. I sound like a villain sometimes. I don't know. I don't know if anybody knows I'm going to be Jason for Halloween. It's going to be great. I'm going to dress up in that onesie, uniform jumpsuit that I'll have. And I'm going to dress up like Jason. It's going to be great. It's going to be good times, guys. Good times. Gosh. Jeez. Just jeez and gosh. Jeez and gosh. There he is. He's being a little bastard. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Are you serious? It's such bullshnikes. He's just wearing a jacket, he's cooler or something, and his freaking hit markers don't hit because I freaking aimed at his jacket. That's what I did. Keep seeing stuff and differentiating colors and everything like that. I need to go for the head. Shoot for the head. Alright. So it's about my time right now, and I'm gonna retire on the $25,000 that everyone gives me. $25,000 each. The thing from the wrist anklet rock wristlet. See, it goes around the wrist just like so. Like so. There you go. See, right there. Look at that. Hangs on the wrist perfectly. Hangs on the wrist, and then all you gotta do is just flip it over, and then it just lets go. See? Let's go, then. And then guess I don't live a charmed life. Probably because if you live a charmed life, usually means someone's watching you. And no one's watching me. No one at all. Except for me. I don't like that. Because I still feel secure in myself. Even though I'm embarrassing the hell out of myself right now. And I'm so scared of embarrassment. Because when I get embarrassed, start whipping it around. That sounds really bad, but it's not bad because it's this thing. $25,000. It's not a dick. $25,000. Guess my face. $25,000. $25,000, people. Just tightness. Good times. $25,000. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom now. Because I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm gonna be back. And we'll look at some more products. I'll be back. And we'll look at some more products. Here on HS Joe. realized throughout my entire stream that my mic was up, so people could only hear me, like, kind of. And so now the mic's on, and I am doing good. I'm gonna do some good. Because oh man, good times, good times. You know what I like about people? They're just so nice. They're really nice. They're really nice. And then they tell you something like, "We had to stop you, Joe. You were going too far." And then I was like, no, I wasn't. I was that far the entire time. You assholes were behind me. So that's why I keep a picture of my colonoscopy in my drawer. I'm never going to show it. I'm never going to show the colonoscopy. Never ever, not once, not never. Just going to keep it in that drawer as a reminder. When I get too smart, I'm going to be like, you guys, it's time to flip these burgers. I farted. And you know what happens when you fart? You're exonerated of all wrongdoing. Which isn't fucking funny. But you know what? I believe in myself. I believe so much in myself that I am technically believable. I'm pretty believable when it comes down to it. I'm a good person. I am a good person. I got some flares. Yeah, boy. Alright, let's take this seriously now. What can I say, guys? I am not stupid. What can I say? I do not Oh, I just had a cigarette in my mouth? Oh, man. gonna stop watching this dude because he looks stupid with his dumb hat. Stupid dumb hat. Yeah, I think people sometimes think that they're like that they're like better off when they cheat. Like they're better off when they cheat on video games and look on people's screens.